guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my everyday makeup drawer for the next 2 weeks, hopefully. I know I'm really late filming this and uploading this, but I was out of town and life has just been hectic, so I'm sorry it's a little bit later, but here it is. I'm kind of so ready to move on some of these stuff, so it's time. I'm looking forward to getting a lot of this stuff out, and we will have some declutters this time. Let's first get started with the powders. Yeah, by the way, everything went back in here because I just like it better. I ended up using my like the little drawer set for lipsticks, which we will see in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get started with the powders. The Hourglass Mineral Veil, the translucent setting powder, the veil, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. I am gonna keep it in here for a little while longer. NYX HD finishing powder. This is the banana one. I really like this one. Definitely expanded the pan on that. Really like it. It's beautiful for highlighting under the eye or like the center of the face, but I am gonna pull it out. Maybelline Fit Me press powder. Honestly, I did not use this guy at all. I don't know why. I really just want to use it and be done with it. I had repressed it and I need to move it out of my collection. So I think I'm going to keep it in here for a little bit longer. The e.l.f. Under Eye Primer. I like this guy, but I think I'm going to take it out. I am, however, going to keep this Becca one in here, the little guy. This is the under eye corrector. I had thought that maybe they are dupes for each other, but this guy is a little bit more salmony color. Definitely thicker in formula than the e.l.f. one. I would not say they're exact dupes. Well, they don't perform the same exact way because this actually color corrects, where this guy is just kind of like hydrates and smooths the line a little. I'm gonna keep the Becca one in. Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. Kind of want to keep it in here, but I have a couple primers that are just so close to being done. I think I want to put them in and finish them so I can get them out of my collection in 2018. Like, I want to be done with them. So I think I'm going to take this guy out. I will be bringing in very soon though. The same with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love both of those and I would recommend either one of them or both of them. Too Faced Bronzed and Poreless. I did take this guy with me on travel and I discovered how much I really love this guy. I had been considering decluttering it, but I'm not going to. It's actually a product that I would consider panning maybe in the next year or so. I really do like it. It's a shame that Too Faced does not sell this anymore. I'm gonna move it out. I'm not gonna declutter it. The NYX Matte Bronzer, when we did the Shop My Stash last time, this was not in it because I couldn't find a NYX bronzer in my collection, and I'd forgotten that I placed an order on Ulta and I had ordered this guy, and I received it very shortly after I filmed my video, so I just put it in. I really like it. I really like it. It's a matte bronzer. It's a perfect color for me. This is the shade medium, so it's great. I'm gonna keep it in my collection. Benefit Dallas. This was supposed to be a blush and I thought maybe it's kind of like a bronzer, and on certain days I used it as in replacement of blush. I used it kind of like a blush bronzer, so I wouldn't have to use two products. I would use this one guy. It's beautiful. It had a really nice sheen to the face. I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know where it falls. Does it fall under bronzer? Does it fall under blush? I would say more bronzer, but it's not the kind of bronzer that when you think about bronzer, like that deep color. It's a little bit cooler tone. I don't know how to describe it. It's actually really beautiful. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it, but I'm gonna take it out of my collection this time around. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it on my really tan hand. So, okay, this guy's coming out. Alrighty, NYX Pore Filler. Honestly, I didn't use this guy at all because, like I said, I do have a couple primers that I have been working on and I really need to finish. So I didn't open this guy. It's still sealed. I'm just gonna take it out. Smashbox Vlada. This is the Rosemantic. what is this guy? Yeah, Romantic. I did use this guy as a blush, not a highlighter. I really like it. I'm gonna take it out. NYX Ombre Blush, and this is the shade Soft Flush. I don't know how I feel about this guy. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't know. It's definitely a bright color. I don't know. I'm gonna take it out. I'm not gonna declutter it. I'm gonna have to pull it in at a later date and really make up my mind about it. But it's not something that I'd say, oh, go out and buy it. It's perfect. It's amazing. No, nothing like that. Laura Geller, this is Baked Blush and Brighten in Peach Delight. Absolutely beautiful color. It's gonna come out. NYX Illuminator in Narcissistic. Again, this is a product that I don't know what to think about. It didn't blow my mind. This actually, I like it less than I like this NYX blush. So this is something I would consider taking back to Ulta. But I'd use my points to purchase it. So, I mean, I'm going to get points back, which takes sometimes weeks. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's even worth my time or if I should just declutter it and give it to someone to try it or just throw it out. I don't know. I am going to take it out. If I do take it back to Ulta, I'll let you know. I'm really considering it. It was nothing special at all. Like, at all. Wet n Wild makes better highlighters than that, and for cheaper. Model's Own the Sculpt and Glow Highlighter Powder in Golden Sands. I really like this. It was a bam in your face kind of highlighter. I would recommend it. I really enjoyed it. We have the Cover FX drops, the Custom Enhancer drops in Moonlight. Really loved it. And the Ciate London, this is Date Night, Blush and Date Night. I thought that I'm gonna have to wear this as a highlighter, but actually it looked really, really nice as a blush on my skin tone. I loved it. Definitely keeping it. Just taking it out of here. What do we have over here? So I did try the NYX HD concealer. I had used a couple of these before. I've like panned a few of those. I really like them. I'm gonna keep it in here. I have the e.l.f. Under Eye Primer, Tarte to stay in. I think this might be going bad, the e.l.f. Glitter Primer. So I might need to take it out and put a different glitter primer in. Yeah, it looks like it's going bad because I can see like the separation. So I am gonna declutter this guy. Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara. I like it. I like that it holds the brows really well. I just don't like the wand. It's just so hard to work with. I'm gonna keep it though because I have finished my other brow mascara, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this guy since it's open. I do have the Ulta Beauty brow tint. This is definitely a tint. It does not hold the brows, but it does give them a really nice tint. And I'm surprised that I thought it was kind of like newish to my collection. I thought there would be more product, but I feel like I'm almost out. That was too quick. Tarte and ColourPop concealers are staying in here. Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow primer gonna come out. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, I went on travel and I did take with me a couple like foundation samples, and I still have those 2 left. I'm keeping them in here to remember I need to use them because I think those shades would match me. We are gonna take out all 3 of these. MAC Shiny Pretty Thing in Make-A-Wish, Shiny Pretty Thing in Joy 2, and the NYX, what is this thing called? Baruch, the Foil Play Cream Eyeshadow. These are all gonna come out. I think I really want to keep this guy in though. The Butter London Glaze and Eye Gloss in the shade is Oil Slick. So I love that color, that shade eyeshadow. And these are staying in here. The scooper, I guess I keep it in here so I don't lose it. Lip products. I don't think I'm gonna declutter any of these. Well, actually this is the only one I'm gonna declutter. The shade just did not suit me very well. It's the NYX Machinist lacquer, and this is the shade Ignite. It says glossy nude. This was more like a grayish, like mauve. It really did not look good on my skin tone, so I am gonna get rid of this guy. The rest of these I am keeping in my collection. I'm just gonna get out. I tried the Pat McGrath lip colors. The only one I didn't try, she's the only one I'm gonna keep in here. So the only one that I'm gonna keep in here is the Obsessed one, which is the warmer red lipstick. I am gonna keep it in here, but everything else I did use and I really enjoyed. Just the one that I'm decluttering. Okay, for mascaras and eyeliners, this is staying. Too Faced Better Than Sex is staying. I don't know if it was if I had opened it last time, but I did go ahead and open it because I thought it was pretty old already. L'Oreal Telescopic is staying. I am gonna declutter this e.l.f. brow pencil. I realized that I have too many brow pencils. I don't have a whole lot left. Oh man, should I declutter it or should I finish it? This is all I have left in it. Shoot. No, I'm gonna declutter. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's not my favorite. I have a lot of eyebrow pencils that I really like. The NYX Professional Makeup, the micro brow pencil, I was so mad. Like the actual thing, oh, now it doesn't want to fall, like fell out of the tube. So I'm gonna keep it in here and I want to finish this guy. Honestly, I did not try the Joa brow pencil, so it's gonna stay in here. And both of these eyeliners I really liked, and I'm keeping in my collection, just not in this drawer. Alright guys, both of these foundations are getting decluttered. The Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint, the shade is Natural Beige 60. This guy oxidized on me horribly this last time I used it. Like I put it on my face and before I even blend it, like I swipe it on my face because it is that doe foot applicator. So every time, like I swiped it on my face and before I even finish putting it on the other side of my face, it had already oxidized. I'm gonna declutter it. I have way too many foundations to worry about that. And the other thing is it really gets super dewy by the end of the day, no matter what primer I use with it or how much I set it. It does kind of like rub off by the end of the day, or actually after a few hours, like 6-7 hours. And if you work long days, that's not gonna work. NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in True Beige. This guy is so matte. I have never used a foundation that was this matte. It did not look good at all on my skin, and I'm actually I do get oily, and I use a lot of like hydrating primers or like illuminating setting spray, and this guy just looked so dry, so cakey, so powdery on my face. My husband, like every time I would wear it, he's like, I don't like your face, I don't like your face, I don't like this foundation. I'm gonna declutter it. Honestly, I would not recommend it unless you really like want or love that super dry matte look. I wouldn't recommend it. The NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, I really liked it, but I am gonna take it out. Oh, I put this guy in here because I was going through my collection. I'm filming my makeup collection videos, and I noticed that I never used this guy, so I pulled it in and I haven't used it yet. I only swatched it, so I want to play with it, so I put it in here so I would remember it. Julep Blank Canvas Mattifying Treatment Primer. I think this guy finally gave up on me and went bad. I was working really hard on trying to finish it before the end of the year and before it goes bad, but the last time I went to try it, it had a little bit of that scent that, it's going bad. It's not a whole lot of product in here, so I don't feel bad like getting rid of it. It lasted a little bit over a year and I really enjoyed it, but I think the fact that it's broken made it go bad quicker. So it's time. I need to get rid of it. I loved it. I definitely got my money's worth of it. I used the crap out of it, so it's time to move it out. Ulta XO NYX eyeshadow palette. I'm decluttering this guy, you guys. It was a pain to work with. It wasn't worth it in my opinion. One thing that really bothered me is there's no transition shade in here, so you can't use this palette by itself. It had to be a companion to something else. This shade over here, the teal color, just did not perform very well. This beautiful purple that looks so beautiful in the pan, it just had like patchy. It's just not not a very good palette. And you know, you would think with a palette like this, okay, I can create a look in 10 minutes, I'm good. No, this took me forever to create a look that was just actually I can get out of the door with. So I'm decluttering this guy. NYX Machinist Grind palette. I use the crap out of this color, which reminds me a lot of that Butter London, the Oil Slick eyeshadow. I love it. Part of the reason why I want to hold on to this palette is this color. The shimmers in here are so beautiful. I really like those mattes in here. Part of me is like, do I want to keep it? I have all of these in my collection. I have this color like in this form that I really like, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it for now, and yeah, I don't know. I cannot make up my mind. I tried using those two, you know, kind of reminds me of the Subculture palette, but the Subculture performs way better in my opinion. That's just my opinion. A lot of people had a hard time with the Subculture, and if you did have a hard time with the Subculture, you might find this really easy to work with because these need a lot of building to get that color. So I prefer to work with the Subculture over this, but it wasn't a total fail like the other NYX palette, but it is somewhat of a fail. I'm just gonna pull it out, and I'm not gonna declutter it this time. I'm gonna have to revisit it. Like a chopping block item. There we go. Now we have a couple chopping block items. Pure Sculptor. This came in a BoxyCharm a while ago. And I'm decluttering this too. I'm definitely decluttering. This is not a chopping block item. The bronzer contour shades are too dark for me. They're not a bronzer, they're not a contour, they're kind of in between. And I really like the highlighters in here, but I have so many highlighters, it's not worth holding on to this. For these highlighters, I definitely have those highlighter shades in my collection. So I'm gonna pass this on to my sister-in-law. She really likes to contour. So I'm gonna pass this on to her. I think she would like it. The quality is great and everything, it just does not suit my skin tone. I guess that's a whole other reason why I canceled BoxyCharm. I loved getting stuff like this, but 80% of the time they didn't work for me and I ended up decluttering them, and this is the same thing, it's getting decluttered. And then the last few things in here are my 3 Pat McGrath palettes. I used every single one of them and I really enjoyed them all. I do want to take them out because I do have a couple new palettes that I want to play with, but I will be using these for a future video, so if you're interested, keep on the lookout for those. So they're coming out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess in front of me, and then we'll shop my stash. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and shop my stash. This is my foundation drawer, and from here what I will pull in this time around, now I want to bring in this Catrice one. I have a couple Catrice products that I've been wanting to try, so I'm gonna pull this guy in, and I have another foundation in mind that is new to my collection that I want to pull in, so we're gonna pick this guy. Next drawer down is blushes, and from here, what do I want to bring in? I also have a couple new blushes that I want to play with, but I think I want to bring in, how about this guy? Papa Don't Peach. I really miss this guy. I haven't used it in a long time, and I think let's do one of those Bare Minerals one. I really like them both. Let's do this one, Luxury, and then we'll do swatches when we put everything back in the drawer. Next drawer down is eyeshadow palettes, and I'm not gonna pull anything from this drawer this time because I have a couple eyeshadow palettes in mind. They are also new that I want to pull in and play with, so nothing from here. Okay, for powders, let's see, do I want to bring anything from here? Got a couple in the back. I have that loose powder by Hourglass that I want to play with. How about we bring in this guy? No, No, I don't want to bring this guy. I think I have a Catrice powder. Yeah, let's do the Catrice one. Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. Let's bring this guy in. And I have a loose powder, so this is good. Okay, this next drawer down is bronzers. And for bronzers, I think I want to bring, let's see. Which one do I want to bring in? How about we do one of those bronzers by Physicians Formula, although I do have new ones from them that I want to try. So crap, I know I have a lot of new makeup. It's been like holidays and all that, so I want to play with the new stuff. I'm not gonna get anything from here. Okay, this last drawer down is highlighters. You know, I have this guy that I really want to play with, the Catrice highlighter. So let's bring this in. Let's get a couple other highlighters. Highlighters is always like the fun thing to play with. So let's do, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring both of those in. Do I want to bring this guy from Lorac? No, not this one. Ballerina, so beautiful. Let's bring in Diamond Dust by Lorac. And I'm gonna bring in this guy by Tarte, which is Exposed Highlighter. Okay, let's bring those in. Now let's go on to the other side where all my new makeup is. Alright, you guys, on this side is some, well, the top drawer is some of the new makeup to my collection. I now want to pull in the Catrice primer, this guy, the Keep Me Matte primer. I'm going to pull this guy in. I do want to pull in this guy, the Catrice Prime and Fine, the Professional Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Sunny Sympathy. I want to pull this guy in, and I do want to pull in, I want one more foundation. Okay, I have this Catrice concealer. I have to pull it in. I guess it's going to be a Catrice week. I will not be filming a full face of NYX because a lot of the NYX products I tried were a disappointment. So yeah, I will not be doing that full face Friday of NYX products. Let's see, what do I have in here? I do have these highlighters by Wet n Wild. Should I pull one of those in? Okay, let's do it. And this guy is Baby, it's Rose Gold Outside. Let's pull this in. I do want to pull in this bronzer for sure from Physicians Formula. This is the Bronze Booster, light to medium skin tone. Ulta had those on sale for like $3 or something like that, so I really wanted that. I've used a whole one of these before and I really liked it. I repurchased. I do want another foundation. I think I'm gonna try for this guy. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation, the liquid foundation, a cushion compact. What shade is this? This is neutral beige. I want to bring this in. And I also would like to bring in, let's do this eyeshadow palette, the Naked Cherry, the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. It's this guy, and one more palette from here, and that's gonna be the Lorac Shine Bright. This is like a blush highlight. Does it have, I think just blush and highlight. I don't think it has bronzer in it, so we're gonna bring that in. Okay, that's a lot of the new products. I really need to just start using those. Okay, next drawer down is also new products, and from here I know I want to pull in this lip set by NARS. I want to bring this in. We'll do swatches at the end like I said. I want to bring in this Marc Jacobs single eyeshadow, and I want to pull in this Natasha Denona gold palette, the eyeshadow palette. I think that is gonna be it, although I really want that Dior palette. Let's do the Dior palette, and then I will just put back the Wet n Wild one. Okay, next drawer down is setting sprays. We're of course gonna get the Catrice one. And for primers, nothing from here. I'm going to work on that Catrice one. And I want to try and finish the ones that are open, that are almost empty. So nothing from here. Okay, this drawer here is all of the face palettes. I think so because I picked up already the Lorac palette and the Dior palette. I'm gonna skip this guy, although I kind of would like to contour. No, we already got a contouring, but the Catrice contour, so nothing from here. I think this might be it. And eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna skip this one. I already got two to play with, so I'm gonna skip this one and this one. All right, you guys, I went ahead and put everything back in here in the drawers. So let's go through it and we'll do some swatches. Can't swatch everything, but we'll do the stuff that we can swatch, we'll do it. Like I said, the Hourglass Veil powder is still in here. Maybelline Fit Me Pressed powder is in here. I did add the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying powder. It says waterproof on it. Okay, cool. This is transparent. Oh, I guess it is transparent. Feels pretty nice. So this is in here. For bronzer, I had put in the Physicians Formula Booster Bronzer. Like I said, Ulta had these on sale, like super discounted. Ooh, this looks so golden. Oh, goodness. Okay, it's a very shimmery bronzer. I do like those, so I am pretty excited to try this guy. And I did put in the Catrice Prime and Fine contouring palette. It has a bronzer and a highlighter. I kept hearing, I always forget her name, from the Taylor channel. Taylor, is her name Taylor? She really likes this thing, so I went and picked it up. Ooh, the highlighter feels so soft. Okay, I'm really excited to play with this guy, and I felt like I don't have enough bronzers, so I put in the bronzer that is in my project pan. I do want to work on this guy. I'm starting to finally see a little bit of dip, so I want to work on it. For primers, I did pull in the Catrice Prime and Fine, the matte primer. I have never used this guy, so I'm excited to give it a shot. I am so close to finishing this Spackle primer by Laura Geller, as well as this NARS Pour and Shine Control primer. So I put them in here so I can hopefully use them the next 2 weeks, and then they will be out of my collection, hopefully. Right? That's always the plan. Okay, moving on. Somehow I have a lot of highlighters, but it's okay. Whatever I don't finish or whatever I don't get to use, it will stay in here for the week after. Let's start with this Dior palette. Isn't that just gorgeous? It's supposed to be 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. So let's do some swatches of this. I just hauled this in my Sephora haul not that long ago. This is what they look like. They look absolutely stunning. Oh, I cannot wait to play with this. It's probably not gonna work for me as a blush or a highlighter. I might have to use it kind of like as a bronzer topper. Very light-handed, or maybe as an eyeshadow, but whatever. I'm really excited to be playing with this. Papa Don't Peach by Too Faced. This is one of my favorite blushes, and my son loves this packaging for some reason. That's what that looks like. So this is getting pulled in here. It looks like, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of hard pan, but maybe not. Let's do this blush next, which is by Bare Minerals, and this is the shade Luxury. Hopefully this is one that's, oh, it's not open. I have two loose blushes like this. I know I had opened one of them. I guess this one is not open. Maybe I don't pull it in because I do have a lot of blushes this time around. Let's pull this guy out because I don't want to mess with it and open it right now. Let's just put it to the side. Catrice highlighting powder, and this is the shade Champagne Campaign. I remember I'd only swatched this guy. Okay, this kind of looks more of a neutral highlighter, kind of like the Essence ones or the really subtle ones, subtle highlighters. Tarte Exposed highlighter. This is the deluxe size. Ooh, it's so pretty too. I have a lot of highlighters this time around. Oh my goodness. Okay, Laura Geller Diamond Dust, the big gelato highlighter. Okay, I want to play with this because I picked it up last year around Christmas, and for some reason I feel like I barely touched it. So I'm gonna put this guy in here. Let's go ahead and do the rest of the highlighters. And you guys, I had to put this guy in. I just got it, like the mailman just dropped off this package. So MAC iridescent powder, and this is the shade Golden Bronze. My friend Caena from Caena's Closet sent this to me, and I could not be more grateful. I like literally just got it, went outside and got it, and I had to open it and swatch it, and I was like blown away. Thank you so much, Caena. That is like such an amazing gift. I'm so grateful. I cannot wait to play with this guy. Look how beautiful this is. It does say on it that a little bit goes a very long way, so go light-handed. I cannot wait to play with this highlighter. Oh, again, thank you, Caena. If you haven't checked out Caena's channel, I highly suggest you go check her out. Her and I have very, very similar makeup taste. So that is in there now. Let's do the rest of the highlighters. And then what's in here? Okay, that's the corrector palette. Okay, here's the highlighter and blush palette from Lorac. I had swatched this, so let's do the blush. Oh, I just cannot get over how buttery these feel. These like butt soft, like baby butt soft. Is that a word? Baby butt soft. Yeah, we can describe them as baby butt soft. They're absolutely stunning, super pigmented. They feel so soft. So plenty of blushes. So I'm not sad about pulling the Bare Minerals out. And then it has two highlighters in here. One is a pinkish and one is golden. Let's do, oh my God, like look at this. I cannot wait to play with this palette. So plenty of highlighter options for this coming week. And I have no complaints about that. I did put in a few eyeliners because I pulled out the eyeliners that I had in last time, and these two are in project pans. Look how little this guy is. Like maybe I have a couple more uses, so I want to try and finish this guy and be done with it before the end of 2018. So that's in here. This is also in a project pan. This is just a black eyeliner. I want to get some more use out of it, and I figured this eyeliner would look really pretty with the gold eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. This is the Sephora waterproof eyeliner, and the shade is Love Affair. I think, oh, my hand is a little wet, so it's not swatching very well. I think this would look so pretty as like, you know, a base and then top it with a golden eyeshadow. This might be very, very pretty to do that. In here, what I added was the Marc Jacobs Eye Sequins eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Topaz Flash. I tried to see if it's on Ulta's website, not Ulta, Sephora's website, when I filmed my Sephora haul to link it, but this specific shade is not on there. I don't know why. I don't know if this is only in store, sold out, or what, but this is the shade that spoke to me, and you're supposed to keep this in here to like, and glitter everywhere. Okay. Hi, Luna. Okay, kitty. Gonna have to move. So, every time I swatch this thing, I like, I cannot wait to play with this eyeshadow, you guys. It is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, picking on its beauty. It is stunning. So there. We'll do the lip swatches at the end. I went ahead and put this guy back. I decided I'm not gonna declutter it. I don't have a whole lot left. I can finish it. I've used the majority of it, so I'm gonna finish this guy. I'm not a quitter. I'm not gonna declutter it. And I put the Catrice foundation in here. I don't want to do a swatch of that because, well, that's kind of lame. The Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. The illuminating. I cannot wait to play with this. The foundation by Wet n Wild. I think this was on clearance at Walgreens is why I ended up picking it up. I never used any cushion foundation before, so I'm curious to try this guy, and I hear it's supposed to be really good. So this guy is in here. Let me show you the eyeshadow palettes and then we do the lip swatches. I'm sure you've seen the Naked Cherry by Urban Decay, but I picked it up because Ulta had extra 500 points if you buy this specific palette, so I went ahead and picked it up. I was really interested in it to begin with, and then they sent me that offer and I was like, you know what, let's just do it. It looks really beautiful. I honestly have not swatched it yet. I know a lot of people's complaint was kind of like it's not cherry enough, and okay, I see where you're coming from, but I think it's still gonna be, ooh, wow. Wow. Okay. That matte shade is kind of not so well, but okay, we'll see how this guy is gonna go. I think that Sephora eyeliner would look really pretty with this eyeshadow palette too, to use like alongside that look. So I'm looking forward to using that. And then the other eyeshadow palette in here is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. I'm not gonna lie, I did use this because I just could not wait. I used it sometime during the past 2 weeks and I was like seriously blown away by this. I had heard some people review it and say they either, like, some people either really liked it and some people like really hated it. The shades that I tried in here, I absolutely loved, and I'm not upset about it at all. It does look like a lot of the same thing, golden shadow eyeshadows, but they are really different. What color is this? This is lime chrome. So a couple swatches. Lime chrome. Let's go ahead and swatch brass. Oh, it is so soft. Like, I'm scared to touch it. We'll swatch this guy too, which is Alchemist. And I want to swatch Kava. Oh my god, those feel so... Okay, here are these golden shades. They kind of looked very similar in the pan, but they're not. Okay, tell me this is not gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to play with this. 2 weeks, this and the other palette. I think that's good time. Hopefully, well, I might have to put them in for a little bit longer because I really want to play with both of them and enjoy them. So there it is. This is the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Let's put those guys in here now. And we'll do the lip swatches, and that will conclude the video. I have been trying to cut down or to declutter some of my lip products because I do have a lot of lip products. So I went ahead and shopped my stash off camera for 2 lip products that I don't know if I want to keep in my collection. And I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to try them, see if I really like them. And if I do like them, they're going to stay. If I don't like them, I'm going to declutter them. The first one is by Caena, and this is the Hydrating Lip Stain. This is in the shade Bead, maybe 15 Bead. I remember I'd gotten this kind of a summery shade. Shoot. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna keep it in here. I'm gonna have to use it this week and see if I like it or not. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag a long time ago. Tarte Romantic, the Lip Surgeon's lip tint, and I've had this guy in my collection for quite some time, and I need to see if I really like it. If not, I'm gonna declutter it. I think this also came in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. Now, and this is the Pat McGrath. What color is this? This is the shade Obsessed. Oh, I was like, did it fly off? I did swatch this guy last time, but we'll go ahead and swatch it again. It's a really warm red lip, so there's that. And now let's go ahead and do the swatches by the NARS set. They all came in one set, and they're all like minis. This is the Velvet Lip Glide. The first one is the shade Swing, and that's what that looks like. They're all like neutrally, which I'm in desperate need for currently because I have been going crazy with my dark colors, my reds. And this is Vault, the shade Vault. They feel so soft, like amazing on, you know, swatching them. This is the shade Lure. I believe I picked up this set from Ulta. I think I had a 20% off when I got it. Oh my god, they feel so soft. That's Lure. These look a little bit more mauve-y. This is the shade District. Like a nudie pink. I'm gonna do this guy first, and this is the shade Roseland. Wow, it's beautiful. Mauvey nude. And then the last one is the shade Spike. I feel like this is the darkest of them all. Yep. So this is a little bit more like berry nude. There you have it. There's all 6 of them. I really am looking forward to playing with these. I really like the NARS lipsticks, lip formulas. They don't disappoint me. I don't know, again, if I'm going to be keeping those 2 in my collection. I guess, see, this guy's already starting to feel like it's bleeding into the lines. So, we'll see. So this is it. This is for my shop, my stash for the next 2 weeks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like those videos, please give them a big thumbs up. If you have any comments or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to chat with you. I hope you do subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.